By the way, you're listening to Dopie and Agony.
Ah, yes.
You know, all these years, I mean, the Dopie's the easy one.
Dopie and Anthony. Right.
They've gone with Dopie and Ain't Funny over the years. Dopie
Anus and Anthony.
Anus and Anthony. What else?
Opie and Dopey. Dopey and
Oh,
Anthony.
yeah, Opie and Dopey. I've never heard Dopie and Agony.
Dopey and Ain't Funny.
Have you ever heard
did that.
Opie and Anthony?
Opie
Never
and
heard of that
Anthony.
one.
Opie and Anthony.
Well, a guy online's calling us Dopie and Agony.
I like that one. That's a new one.
And there was no doubt in my mind I had to tweet these two videos late last night because usually I blow off like haters like this.
Yeah.
But this guy, I'm convinced, has no idea who the fuck we are.
Yeah.
He got involved in our world because of the Jesse Ventura, Chris Kyle controversy that's continuing to grow.
Yeah.
So decided he had to make one of his fucking videos.
Yeah.
And tell the world how disgusted he is with Dopie and Agony.
And he's obviously a Jesse Ventura conspiracy guy.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that, like, believes World Trade Center was taken down with controlled explosions and shit like that. So he's one of those guys. The news, some of the stories that were out, of course, Chris Kyle, the sniper, saying he punched Jesse Ventura in the face at a seal bar for some shit that Jesse said. That got out. Of course, we take Chris Kyle's side. It gets out there, and this guy saw that, and all of a sudden we're assholes.
Yeah, exactly. And where we're at with that whole thing, then Alex Jones got Jesse Ventura on his show. Jesse said it never fucking happened.
Yeah.
So then we said, all right, let's get Chris Kyle back on the phone, which we did yesterday. He said it absolutely happened. And the Blaze, Stunt Brain is working for the Blaze.
Yeah.
He put the whole audio up on the Blaze, and he wrote me late last night saying, holy fuck, this thing is doing really well. And this thing is not going away. Because now we got Chris Kyle saying he absolutely punched Jesse. Jesse saying it absolutely didn't happen. So that's where we're at today.
And this
a quandary. And now,
this lunatic, where I don't know where he's from because his accent is just, it's half retard, half somewhere.
Well, one guy said, I'm not sure if he's Irish or from Minnesota. That made me laugh all fucking night. The people commenting on these videos have been just fucking great.
Oh, yeah.
One guy congratulated us because what? We're part of the military.
We're agents for the military-industrial complex.
Yeah, so one guy tweeted me and said, "Congratulations on your promotion."
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. An agent. He goes into some of the World Trade Center stuff. Sure. It's just ridiculous. And this morning, I woke up a little early this morning, and couldn't get back to sleep, so I was watching the Smithsonian Channel. I think it was that, and or maybe Nat Geo. They had demolition teams, and I watched like 2 shows of how they were taking down certain buildings and structures at Cape Kennedy. And it's really an amazing thing to watch them take these buildings down when there's other shit around it, and they got to make sure it falls in the proper place. And when you watch those shows and see the weeks of work that goes into the preparation of setting up a building to be imploded, actually, and fall in a certain spot, for anybody to say that was done at the Trade Center is fucking moronic. The way they have to cut the beams. There was something like 600 beams in this smaller building, obviously a lot smaller than the Trade Center. 600 beams had to be what they call box cut with oxyacetylene torches, cutting slots in every single beam to put shape charges on the I-beams so it comes down in a certain way. And the cables, the fucking primer cord, the shit that's running through this, it's an amazing display of engineering.
It's frustrating. You got to live in the same world as these dummies.
You don't do it in a day where they said they told employees not to show up on a certain day where they could do all this. Oh, really? You know, all the secretaries and people working in the Trade Center and the maintenance crews and everything took a day off so they could do a month's worth of work in one day or even a week, whatever it was. It's just so
as
ludicrous.
time goes by, you got more and more people jumping on this bandwagon.
Oh, I know.
Believing
Yeah, exactly.
That's how these conspiracies grow.
It's so retarded.
And get more popular. You need time to go by.
I'm saying don't even look at the World Trade Center version of it. Look at any version of what it takes to implode a vacant, abandoned building.
Right.
And you tell me how that is done in a building one of the biggest buildings in the world where people are working.
Right.
The best way to do it, though, is to get a bunch of people to karate kick it on one side at the same time.
Well, that I haven't checked into,
Yes.
but I'm sure it could
And
be
it
done.
buckles.
Yeah.
Well,
it buckles.
Let's get into this guy's videos because we're busy. We got Michael Clark Duncan coming in a mere half hour.
Yes.
So I want to try to squeeze this in. This is the first video the guy made. It's entitled Navy SEAL sharpshooter Chris Kyle punched Jesse Ventura, claims on Opie and Anthony. Okay, what's this guy's name? Do we even know?
His YouTube name.
I called him Aging Agent Smith. He looks like Mr. Anderson, or he looks a little like Kiefer Sutherland,
Right.
In
Wow.
the future.
And people were asking me, why are you giving a guy like this attention? The guy made me howl.
Yeah, it's
So
just
I
because he's funny.
So I figured our listeners would love to check this out.
Sure.
And then I'm thinking, yeah, we'll play it on the air as well. Give him all the attention he wants.
Yes.
He's a nut job.
And his YouTube
You're about to
name
hear
is
a nut job.
Beautiful Girl by Dana.
Ew. What's
Is
that
his
about?
name? I hate.
Very strange.
Ew. Wonder what he's up
I
to
almost
when
said
he's not making his little YouTube videos.
I almost said I hate my name Dana, then realized it was a friend of mine
Oh.
whose organization I enjoy. So I shouldn't say
Hey,
that.
here we go.
So the Opie and Anthony show, this is, I didn't know how to classify these guys.
Wait,
They-
somebody
they keep
Scottish.
this snake-
Scottish or Irish, well, I think.
Or
These guys. I don't think he's British
according to one of the guys that tweeted last night, he might be from Minnesota.
because he's saying, "Hey, these guys, you're Canadian." That makes.
Well, someone says a few people said Canada because he went with about.
Maybe if he's from the Knights of St. Andrews.
Okay.
I don't know. The accent's all over the place. Maybe he's
Yeah.
from Scotland originally, but he lives in
I
Canada.
don't know. And then he got
And he
kicked in
went-
the mouth with a horse.
And he went through Minnesota and stopped
just
there for a
sounds
little while.
It's-
Here, let's go.
I hate his sweater. It's like Alex Rieger.
I know. Someone said it's the Mr. Roper sweater.
Oh, yeah, you should be dancing
Oh, it
with
was
a plunger.
E-Rock. Sorry, E-Rock. And I even commented that was a good tweet. Yeah, E-Rock tweeted that last night. All right, let's go.
seal under, and they literally get down and lick his ass the whole time. So they were baiting him on, is what they were doing. And this guy claims he sucker punched Jesse Ventura
We're
because
masturbators.
Jesse Ventura was upsetting family at a funeral for a Navy SEAL. But yet, at the end of the conversation, he says, I had to blast editor because I knew by hitting him the cops are watching us, and yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada, yada. Love that episode.
Look, I grew up, there was no such thing as TV or radio where I was told I ran a trap line, everything I ate I shot, or I got out of the ocean.
Oh, everything.
So I know how to read people, because that's what we done back then. We talked to people. We didn't have the internet.
If you're hunting and fishing, you're not really talking
No.
to anyone. You're by yourself.
He's talking to the
mostly.
fish.
Right.
Exactly.
He's the old man in the sea.
You
the
might-
old dope in the sea.
You might have a few hunting buddies with you, maybe,
Yeah.
but you're really not seeing a lot of people in the woods.
Everything he
Or in a
got,
boat.
he shot it or got it out of the ocean.
I fucking love this guy.
There's a lot of fucking just zeros out there. A lot of zilches. And YouTube really brings them out.
Oh, yeah.
They
It's
have
their
a
only
forum, a place to
it's their
talk.
forum,
Oh,
finally.
Well, it becomes very entertaining for
Oh, yeah.
us.
Or anything. So you talked about 40 people every day, and that guy he smells of lies. Literally smells of lies.
As opposed to, could you pause it for a minute? As opposed to Jesse Ventura, who, if you watch his dopey-ass conspiracy show in the past, everything on there is full of shit. His sources are these people that are trying to make like they're secret agents, and they're just fucking actors or something. He comes up with these scenarios as to why he can't get in a certain facility, and it's all horse shit. That's the guy. That's the truth, though. That's what your years of talking to fish and moose fucking told you over the years, you dork.
Your Mr. Roper sweater.
Yeah.
He's awful, this guy.
I love
Oh,
him.
my.
You'll never win a logical argument with him because he's just fucking.
No,
Because
he's
he's a
no
loon.
talking to this guy.
He's a lunatic.
Crazy man.
Back up slightly there, Sam, and start it up again. There we go.
Of lies. Literally smells of lies. But Opie and Anthony, the shitheads,
Oh.
they had Louis C.K. on their show and they threw him under the bus immediately. because he asked Donald Rumsfeld, was he a lizard? I mean, he was just trying to get a laugh.
Oh, really? Hold on. Pause. Wait, man. I want to apologize right now to Louis C.K. because I didn't know he was going for a laugh. And if you listen to that, you could definitely tell I was very angry with Louis.
Wait. So what happened?
What an
how did we
asshole.
throw Louis under the bus? We didn't
because-
realize that he was just going for a laugh and decided
Right.
to push the agenda?
Yes, and I was totally defending Donald Rumsfeld
Do you realize
during that instead of him.
Do you realize that Anthony was trying to do a real interview with Donald Rumsfeld that day, and Louis decided to have fun?
What I was doing was called keeping Donnie on the phone so Louis can fuck with Donald Rumsfeld.
And talk about how he might be a lizard.
Exactly. It was hilarious. But if he did that without an input of somebody that was actually talking to him about his book and everything, he would have hung up. And we wouldn't have had that Louis C.K. magic of calling Donald Rumsfeld a lizard or asking if he's an alien. It's called Good Cop, Bad Cop. We've done it for years on this show. But this idiot, like Opie said, doesn't know this show or anything and assumed we were throwing Louis under the bus.
All right, that's why this guy's the greatest. Canada has checked in today.
Oh, Canada is in the hizzy.
1, 2, 3, 4 phone calls from Canada. They're all saying he's from Newfoundland.
A Newfie?
He's a Newfie.
Fucking Newfie. That's the N-word up in Canada, by the way. Fucking Newfie.
Let's go to Matt to make this official. Matt, what are you saying there, sir?
It's Mark.
All right, what's up, Mark?
It's Mark.
Yeah, he's definitely Newfoundlander. I'm married to one, and they sound identical.
Sound just like that, huh?
Except mine's a girl. That's a guy.
Well, why does he sound like he's from Scotland, like Jimmy's saying?
They're descendants from Scotland and Ireland.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Scotland and Ireland.
I think we got
like a cheap fuck, I bet, right?
Derek, you're backing that up.
Yes, sir.
Back
He's
that
a
shit
newfie.
up.
He's a
Can't beat
Newfie.
that one.
All right, thank you, sir. There you go. Thank God for Canada today. Let's get back to the video.
Was he a lizard? I mean, he was just trying to get a laugh.
Wow.
We know that.
These guys are so anal. They're so anal that they have to be political lapdogs, cheerleaders, no matter what it is. That Navy SEAL, he killed, women and children. He even brags about it.
I'm sure he does.
But Agony and Opie, they're in there, like little lizards licking his ass. It's absolutely disgusting.
He did a little licky thing.
And that's why they get the attention, because they're willing to get out there and lick boots, because that's what they do. You can just tell by their voices, this is all they've ever done is lick boots.
You can tell by voices from fishing and shooting.
Okay, that Navy SEAL, he's a bullshitter, plain and simple.
At least he was shooting people that
He's a
were shooting
big
back at him.
Piece. He's bragging about the 5 million orphans in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's bragging about the 4.5 million dead, how he had participated in
If
this.
it wasn't for the fucking American military, you fucking asshole Newfie shithead, your country would have been overrun by the communists back during the Cold War. You do-nothing fucker. Shut up, Canada. Lick our ass. Lick America's ass, Canada. You stupid mounted police. What are they going to do when MiGs are bombing your whole fucking shit country?
Who's bombing them?
The commies. Back in the
MiGs.
old days. The MiGs. No, the MiGs.
Wait, but
With your fucking, a quarter of your country is even usable. The rest is an ice maker. They got a giant ice cube maker.
what are you doing, man? Canada loves us.
Fuck this guy. I'm basing my entire opinion of Canada on this nut.
Let's keep it to Newfoundland. Is that how you say it?
Newfies.
Just say Newfies.
Yeah, Newfies.
Go after the Newfies.
All right.
Leave the rest of Canada alone.
Oh, Canada.
All right, let's go.
19,000 rapes in the military, 18 soldiers committing suicides in the streets every
take the
day,
good with the bad.
blasting depleted uranium all over that country. It's the most toxic wasteland on the planet right now.
Except for Newfoundland.
Fucking Anthony and Opie, degenerates, man.
Yeah.
Truly degenerates.
Thank you.
And
That
that's
should
it.
be our intro. That should be the last thing in our intro
Yeah.
instead of Shatner.
Fuck
Opie
yeah.
and Anthony, degenerates. Truly degenerates.
Yeah, let's work that audio
That's
into
funny.
the open.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Congratulations to this guy. You made our open.
Yeah, I like it.
It's an honor. So that was the video he put out right away after Chris Kyle was on our
Oh,
show.
there's more.
And then he put out
Oh, yeah.
he's obsessed with us.
He seems a little drunker in the next one.
Wait.
Yeah,
Do you know
this
what I
one
love-
gets way better because he calls us Dopey and Agony.
Do you know what I love that he said in that last one, too? shitheads. Opie and Anthony, these shitheads. It was that deliciousness of that word in his mouth.
It's not the
Oh, you
reaction I
loved it.
guess he was going for, because I'm howling.
Yeah, I understand hating this guy, but yeah, he's
I don't
such
hate
a,
him.
and I'm saying to Anthony,
Oh.
he's
Oh,
such
I
a
know.
dude. He's such a Mr. Drummond looking bag of shit.
Oh, he is. Yes, Mr. Drummond.
Be adopting two little poor black children.
Go ahead.
It's terrible.
The new video, which he put up, I guess, 2 days ago, the Opie and Anthony show breeds violent, dangerous extremism.
As opposed to Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, exactly.
This
Of
guy's
course.
a goose.
Hit it.
Opie and Agony show, their followers.
Oh, and look at all well, you can't see it out there in Radio Land, but look at all the fucking edits.
Yeah,
This
it's
guy was
very
at this
edited.
for a while, man.
Yeah, he cut this up.
Yeah.
He must have said some stupid things.
Yeah, or something that made sense.
Yeah, maybe that's
You know,
it.
really, Jesse Ventura is a shithead who likes to hear himself talk. I better cut that out. I better not leave that in.
I think his accent makes this so
Yeah.
much fun
Oh,
to
it's
listen to.
That's
Great,
my
yeah.
favorite part. Opie and Anthony, these shitheads.
Shitheads.
Let's go. The second video.
The Dopie and Agony show, their followers are violent extremists. That's what these people are. I done a quick video about Dopie and Agony show having Chris Kyle on there claiming he punched out Jesse Ventura. Now that was thoroughly debunked. Of course, if you look
Thoroughly
at it 5
debunked?
year ago and it's still never come out until you get on the show. and
Pause
have
that
to
real
drag
quick.
it
You know what I love? That if you look in the background, of course, this chair next to him is empty. Of course it is.
Yeah.
But it's against the fucking curtain to keep the light out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a towel just hanging on the
Oh, is
button.
it a towel? It's either a towel or a drape. He's got it.
This guy
pressed.
doesn't like
Yeah.
daylight.
No, not at all.
No.
Oh, right. The chair is pressed against there to keep the light from
To
coming
keep the
in.
light from coming in,
and
so it won't,
washing his camera
it
out.
won't ruin his production.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
years ago and it's still never come out until you get on the show and have to drag it out of a guy who won't look him in the eyes or look at the camera. It was pretty obvious what was going on. But now that it's been thoroughly debunked, like you say, Jesse Ventura come out, thoroughly debunked it, and is going to have this guy charged with slander. And is going to try to go after the Dopie and Agony show. This is kind of what that video is about. The Dopie and Agony show, their mentality. It's only on their videos where you find, like on my video, you'll find people saying they want to smash your teeth out, keep calling you the C word. They use every derogatory
Canadian?
term on the planet, but they can't argue or debate. They're violent. The Dopie and Agony breeds violence, and you see this consistently with anybody who disagrees with the Dopie and Agony show at all.
Agony.
But dangerous, mindless zombies. They're probably using a PR firm on top of that. But it's most likely
Pause.
these guys themselves.
PR firm.
I know. What does he think that this show is organized?
Yeah, really, a PR firm.
They
We
probably
wish.
have after-show meetings and do show prep. This guy does not know what the fuck he's talking
They
about.
have a marketing department.
Yeah.
That was the
for
only
the show.
That was the only part of the video that made me sad.
Yeah.
Oh, PR department. That would
Yeah.
be nice.
These guys
Damn.
probably have a good relationship with management.
Yeah.
And
Our PR department is me in this case, fucking writing stunt brain and going, hey, I might have something for you. 'Cause these dopes down the hall they haven't done anything with this story. This fucking thing is growing, and I guess we have a PR department at the company, and they haven't done shit.
yeah,
What are they doing?
nothing.
Stunt Brain said, holy shit, get me the audio. That was amazing radio yesterday. And then wrote me last night and said 8 hours later, it's the #1 story on the Blaze still. And these idiots down the hall don't get that?
The Blaze.
Oh, the Blaze.
Bunch of lies.
They like fire.
Fucking lies.
The Blaze. It's a good jacket with an R on it.
Right. You got
Violence.
you got the secretaries, Gary and Rob. They had no idea that this might be good radio, so they had no idea to pass it on to PR. Then you got Blatter, who oversees Gary and Rob. He didn't do
Blubber.
anything. And then
Blubber.
Greenstein, who we haven't seen in over a month, and I got to talk to him about the latches in the bathroom. That's where we're at today.
Who green mean? I was gonna make up names for everybody like this guy.
Yeah.
Gary and Bob.
Yeah.
Just unfunny names that kind of sound like it. Mary and Rob, is he marrying himself? This guy rules.
I love him.
Steve Bader. See, because he's worse.
Yeah, he looks like Jughead. He always shakes his head. Jughead. Sometimes he closes his mouth and he squints his eyes and shakes his head disapprovingly. And you see Gary coming down the hall like an apparition. He looks like a screensaver with his little glasses just floating down the hall.
What a bunch of fucking wankers.
Yeah, it's a big giant jar of incompetence around here. We don't know what's going on. Club Soda Kenny's over there with his Miss Meanie glasses looking at the computer.
He's violent.
He's a big violent guy with $6.71 suits. His suits cost less than $7. And Sam over here, he's been on so many shows, we don't know if he's black or white. We just know he's got no talent.
And he's violent.
He's very violent.
Yeah, hey.
Very violent. And his mother loves him too much.
Is PR working this story at all? Nothing, right?
Ask
Yeah, nothing.
them.
Of course not.
We gave it to him.
I know Jimmy was all about that a couple of days ago, and they've done nothing, right?
Yeah, I said, Jimmy said that we should get it to Breitbart, another lapdog in his entire organization of lapdogs. Bootlicking Breitbart.
Bootlicking military industrial complex.
Yeah.
Fucking puppets. What?
What's that in there? Looks like an e-boulder. That's the only thing I like about Dopey and Agony. They make fun of the fat kid behind the glass. Just sits there all day, does nothing. Does even less than this empty chair next to me.
His shits are violent.
They really are. They actually start coming out while he's mumbling down the hallway. And he has to sit on the toilet and he just pulls down his pants and they shoot into the toilet.
Very violently.
Much like the planes into the buildings, which were filled with dynamite.
Thermite paint comes rocketing out his arse.
Yeah. Brown thermite paint.
All right, let's go back to the video.
Zombies. They're probably using a PR firm on top of that.
I wish.
But it's most likely these guys themselves with YouTube accounts putting these threats out there because
Threats.
they're so small-minded. You can tell that by watching their show, and they haven't come out with a retraction about what they said about Jesse Ventura and apologized to Jesse Ventura.
Waddle doodle.
And they won't because they're intimidated by Jesse Ventura and they hate him.
Oh, yeah.
They're
You're
intimidated.
half right.
They can't debate, so all they can do is have anger.
Yep.
And that's what they're teaching
Yep.
people that fall for their gig.
Yep.
The Dopey and Agony show is a smut machine. You can't debate
We're just a
anything,
smut
right?
machine.
Like,
Dan,
they come to my site and they start yelling about how they smack down the truthers. The top 15 stories of the Twin Towers can only crush 15 stories below it. That's the laws of physics, okay?
Oh, yeah, you're telling me the laws of
bodies,
physics.
no wings, tails, engines.
Yes, there was. Yes, there was.
Black boxes, no nothing.
Yeah, there was all kinds of
Reported
fun plane shit.
worldwide in the media, except for a couple of debunking sites. It wasn't reported in the media, none of that.
Could you
There's
pause
no
that?
bodies, no
I'm making arguments that I heard in 2002.
Yeah.
On some video done by a college guy who's been proven to be an asshole.
Yeah, an arse.
He's an arse. He's a complete arse.
But his face is jumping all over the place because there's so many edits.
Oh, edits like crazy.
He can't get his argument together.
This guy's the greatest. Michael J. Fox did my editing for me. And he just ran in with scissors and started cutting.
It doesn't acknowledge that a plane went into the building.
Right.
We have video of that.
No engines, no plane parts, no. Yeah, there was an engine on a fucking street. Stop it.
And what
That's
about
the church?
All those phone calls to people and the messages from their loved ones. Well, I can't explain that, so I won't say it.
Yeah, I won't bring that up.
Yeah, I'll just continue my open collared sweater shirt combination. Stinks.
I want you to kill every golfer on the golf course.
The most offensive part of him is his brown curtain and his beige sweater.
Yeah.
And his brown chair. I like earth tones. You know, I find that earth tones are peaceful and not violent, like Dopey and Agony.
He
Violent.
loves earth tones.
What violent.
He really does.
Where do you get a colored shirt like that?
I don't
I've
know.
never seen that
African
color
American
before.
shirt. Stop.
Oh, really? Oh.
Oh. Whoops.
I make my
Down the
shirts
hall.
drink out of a different water fountain than my white T-shirts.
Let's get back to this.
Except for a couple of debunking sites. It wasn't reported in the media, none of that. There's no bodies, no seats, no luggage, no wings, tails, engines, planes at the Pentagon, Flight 77 or Flight 93 in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The loved ones never got the bodies, never got to bury the bodies.
No.
So they put memorials at those sites
Right.
to represent the bodies. They got all the people
Rewind
killed.
1 second. I just want to hear him cough in the middle of his thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was half a laugh.
That's great.
The loved ones never got the bodies, never got to bury the bodies. So they put memorials at those sites to represent the bodies.
Represent the bodies. Represent the.
What a complete asshole this guy is.
I just knew we had to give this guy attention. I just knew it, man.
No wings, tails, engines, planes at the Pentagon, Flight 77 or Flight 93 in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The loved ones never got the bodies, never got to bury the bodies. So they put memorials at those sites to represent the bodies. They got all the people killed at the Pentagon, but they never got the bodies from the plane or the seats, luggage, wings, tails, engines, black boxes. And you got no physical proof. Nobody can find that. It's not carried on any of the sites. And that's why 911 Truth is asking, where is this evidence, right? The greatest form of patriotism is dissent and to hold your government accountable.
Oh, is that it? Where'd you read that?
Stop quoting our people.
And then, he has a fucking...
He has some 9/11, some Building 7.
And I'm not trying to give you a history lesson or nothing, but I want to bring it into context.
Yeah.
The Dopie and Agony show, they should be retracting this immediately. They're the ones who kicked all this off. And they go to Chris Kyle into saying that story. He bragged about it obviously before that, and they reminded him. They wanted to confirm it on air because they wanted to make a sensational story, because that's what they do, right?
We are sensational.
Like, go to Louis C.K.'s and look up the Donald Rumsfeld video and listen to it, and you will hear them throw him under the bus repeatedly. And that was the first time we ever had him on the show. And he got him back on the show repeatedly apparently after, but that was because
that was the first time we had Louis C.K. on the show?
off of his fame.
I'm amazed.
It's not because they... You see what they done with him in that video, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dopey and Agony, though, but
Dopey and
every time
Agony.
you make a video about these people or you criticize them, you're attacked viciously with threats of violence.
Tourette's
Like
of
smashing
violence?
my teeth in on my last video there.
It's probably your webmaster.
He's an idiot.
He really is.
How are the comments on this video?
On this one?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think he disabled comments, didn't
No, of
he?
course he did.
Or he has to
No, you
approve
can
them?
still comment.
Oh, okay, good.
There's a paragraph that just starts with, "Hey, asshole."
Don't you love the fact, though, that these truthers, every one of them is like just a boob?
Just a dumb lummox. What the fuck, man? There's not one of these guys that actually don't come off like a stark raving lunatic.
Just douches.
My favorite comment that I've read: "This guy has the balls to call out Dopey and Agony. I think he's a genius. I'm going to call SiriusXM now to cancel my subscription." Or something.
Hey, tags it with a little chip.
Yeah, if you guys are going to make comments on this guy's videos, don't make them all idiotic chip remarks, because he's not going to know what that means. And what do you like, browns or something?
Yeah.
You look like you're wearing duty.
Right. He wouldn't even know what that meant.
No, he'd probably go, they're all putting TSS sounds like dynamite. That's the sound a fuse makes when you light it. They put some funny, he probably light chip. Some of the comments with the assumptions are really funny and well thought out. But aside from that, it's really a bunch of drick.
That guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the sound of toxic gas being poured in.
Yeah, Chape Chiperson. I don't like him. He's a
Chape Chiperson.
Yes, I think he's a Swedish diplomat. Chape Chiperson. He's a big spy. He was in Tinker Tinker Run, soldier, hat wearer, spy, store owner, shopkeeper. Longest title in movie history. Tinker, soldier, dancer, tap dancer, hugger, spy.
Spy. All right, let's continue.
And constantly going after me in a derogatory term. How could you keep a secret like that? A bar brawl where he got knocked out. There's no police reports or anything like that.
Can you pause that?
whatsoever.
Apparently, I think that the entire U.S. government can keep the bringing down of the tower as a secret, and but I don't think that Jesse Ventura getting punched in his riffraff face can be kept under wraps by 10 Navy SEALs. I'm an inconsistent dumb cunt.
That's right.
Apparently, I think that the entire military can conspire to knock down the buildings and to cover it up and to hide all the bodies and to give false information to the families. But I don't think that Jesse Ventura getting socked in his big, fat, larger-than-life head can be kept a secret by guys in the military whose whole thing is to keep secrets. God, I'm a cunt. I'm such a cunt. I should just put on brown and call myself a cunt.
Fuck. Bravo.
And Jesse is going after that guy now, and is going to expose all of this. So that's going to come out soon.
Yep.
But the media doesn't want to cover it because that's going to give Jesse exposure, and because Jesse Ventura had made documentaries on Truth Network, was that, I believe, about 911 and the Pentagon and stuff like that. He's being attacked and they're trying to discredit him. Yeah?
Yeah.
Opie and Agony done that on purpose. They knew it was bullshit. They carried through with it. They sensationalized it on purpose. And I can guarantee you, payback is coming. Navy SEALs right now are looking up their schedules to see where they might be able to run into these little cheerleading lapdogs.
He was that because that's what Navy SEALs do when they want to go on a mission. They have to check their eye calendar and see where they're supposed to be. They look up their little schedule. That's how they got Bin Laden. They all realized they were going to be in Pakistan the same night.
No,
Hey, wait, I can't go. And you have a dentist appointment. Sorry, guys.
I think they're looking up our calendars.
See where we're going to be.
Yeah, we all know Jim Norton's going to be at Tempe at the Improv 27th and 28th. And he'll be doing the Antisocial Network.
I'm sure you're hoping the Navy SEAls come out to your show.
Love that.
Of course.
Some kind of violence.
Let's try to get through this video because
that a threat?
Michael Clark Duncan is here.
See, Agony and Opie, or
Opie.
Dopie and Agony, whatever you want to call these people.
Dopey and Agony.
They're not going to tell you about 18 suicides in the military every single day. Today, 18 soldiers died on the streets, homeless. But they all sensationalized that one guy who claims he killed women and children. Because they were Al-Qaeda in his eyes, basically. They loved that. They were like little lizards licking at their butts. That's what they done.
Please do it again.
They wanted that story out there desperately.
Please do the lizard.
They despised Jesse Ventura because they didn't have the brains to argue with.
I use the same reptilian analogy for everything I'm talking about.
Yes.
When my last girlfriend left me, of course she did. I said, what are you slinking out of here like a lizard or something?
Hey, what are you, some kind of a gecko?
Yeah, just because I ejaculate very quickly like a lizard tail. I come so fast I'm like a lizard tongue. That's all he does. Lizard analogies.
Yeah, my banker's like some kind of iguana.
Yeah, it's green with envy like a lizard and chip.
With him and debate him like a normal radio host would do. Wow. Right? So he turned on Jesse during a live interview, just turned on him.
Yep.
And turned into a... The next several days they raged on him. But they weren't able to debate what he said.
Yep.
And like you say, top 15 stories of the Twin Towers can only crush 15 stories below it, and it runs out of energy.
Ugh.
That's the laws of physics. You can't suspend that.
What?
But Opie and Dopie and Agony,
Three of us now.
their followers are violent extremists. That's what these people
Violent
are.
extremists.
The Dopie and Agony show, they breed violent extremists to attack people that want to question questionable stories.
Questionable questions.
Millions to their lives. And sensationalize
Think about a dress.
going in somewhere where there's 19,000 rapes a year, 18 suicides. That's all well documented.
There's going to be more suicides, people watching this.
But they want to come in and smash my teeth because I dare question.
No one wants to smash your
story.
teeth, sir.
How dare you question the Dopie and Agony show?
How dare you?
Get used to it, man. I'm not going away, and there's a lot of people that could just
Please don't go away.
Yeah.
are not going to be marginalized by cheerleading lapdogs for military industrial machine.
Yes.
Soon,
His little
Back up a
cough.
little bit, a quarter of an inch. I got to hear it again.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I love when he coughs through it.
Oh, boy.
I was
What
going
do
to
you-
creep.
What do you think that cough's about?
I don't know.
No,
I hope it's tuberculosis.
Maybe it's the AIDS.
Yeah, I shouldn't have been laying there just. All right, good.
lapdogs for military industrial machine. Any day soon, I can take care.
Take care.
Yeah.
Aye.
I got
you
a
go.
cough and the hiccups at the same time. I can't control myself on video.
It's easy to reach out on YouTube and
Love him.
throw your barbs.
We should take a quick break and get Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael
in here.
Clark Duncan's
All right?
coming in.
I got to take a leak, so let's do this. We can talk
Aye.
about that guy a little later.
Aye.
We'll get back to him because a lot of people want to comment.
take a
Aye.
Quick, quick.